interesting. It's also another excuse to get back on Stevens Pass, which is always good. Right, hello and welcome to Leaving Wenatchee Part 1. One of the concepts you gathered in Yard Work Wenatchee, which we haven't run yet, is now ready to depart for the Boeing assembly facility at Plain Field. Your stop is right next to you on Wenatchee Yard 4. Literally right next to you, so let's pull forward then. Tell you what, Crasser, I'll let's put some ICE on the plan for Monday. I haven't run the ICE in a while. And Dennis Castle, you're missing ICET and ICETD. Oh, nice. World's largest steam locomotive? Not a clue, actually. Okay, let's roll. During a trip, you might be stopping to drop and add stock to your boxes. Yes, Dave, you mentioned Muhammad Ali earlier on. Hopefully he's able to pull through, but sounds unlikely. Auburn Locomotive Works, there you go. These freight cars are outsized. They are oversized. So because of the Boeing stuff. There's even bigger ones on this route that have got large parts of Boeing 737s, including their main bodies. Half is set for us to carry on going the correct way. Would it be more beneficial if both locos facing forward? I don't think it matters with these locos. I think they work either way. The benefit of having them back to back is if you need to move them in either direction in a yard, then you don't have. Then you've got one that you can always see clearly. They also use this if you're using banking formation, so they can drive them up behind and then get in the other cab and drive them, run them back down the hill again. Yeah, I've got all the other parts of this scenario downloaded and ready to show 7X. Favourite Boeing airplane? I don't actually know. I haven't tried the 787 yet. The Airbus 340 500 is it? Is my favourite of the ones I've been on. Yeah, I know that's Airbus. I don't really have a favourite Boeing. But yeah, mostly because I prefer Airbus. The ones I've been on, I didn't really rate the Boeings. They were okay. I mean, 747-400 is alright. 777 was actually not bad thinking about it. So yeah, the 777 wasn't bad. I've been on a lot of 737s and they seem quite functional actually. They did the job they were meant to do, and so they were quite alright. Yeah, I haven't tried an Airbus A380 yet. Farming simulator and trains, all in one screenshot. And Dennis, I believe the locos in Unstoppable were AC4400 CWs rather than ES44s. I mean, they look basically identical, but they're not quite the same. Pick a number between 6 and 8. I'm going to go with 7. Please, beg you. Oh, was that? I have no idea. Maybe we'll find out as we go on. What's an ES44 ACW pinned in this castle? Never heard of that. Did I forget my order of operations? No idea, train boy. What have I missed? How many horsepower? ES44 has 4,400 horsepower. We've got 2, so 8,800 horsepower. Train boy, it's bod mass, brackets of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Okay, so you should have done the division first. Alright, yeah, alright then, fair enough. I thought about it and I got to the addition and subtraction and forgot about the divide. Shot of the train passing at speed, absolutely. First stop up ahead at McDougall and Sons. Just clear the switch, flip it, grab your stock and continue. Oops. Keep an eye out for that. Bod mass, train void brackets of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. I think basically parenthesis exponents is the same as brackets of. I think of is an old way of referring to it. But interestingly, it looks like the order of execution has changed, because it used to be division then multiplication, not multiplication then division. Next set of wagons up here. Francois, I shall end after this. I've got my parents here, so otherwise I might have been tempted, but we've got the yard coming up here, this siding. Pendennis Castle, the difference between an ES44AC and an ES44DC is the traction motors, whether they're AC motors or DC motors. So this is a diesel electric locomotive, which means you've got diesel engine generating power, and that power then goes to electric motors, traction motors. Right, here we go. So is 14L in history? Yeah, it was a bit. At least I remembered, though. Creating and adding child objects. That's quite an advanced subject, because you need to actually create assets and create blueprints and so forth. That's not a simple thing. Right, we need to couple two freight cars here. GWI can't place a DT engine without a failed safe to dump error. No idea. Train sim guy, what problem is it you're trying to solve by creating and adding child objects? Pick up these two cars. Right. Oh, you're trying to add new names, I see. Robert Lanny, yeah, this is Stevens Pass, which is a DLC route. Unfortunately, it's one of those, because it's a BNSF route, it's not available for sale outside the UK, outside the US. Removed by g-trax. It was indeed. National Donut Day, Railroad, certainly is. I've already had a donut today. I may even sneak another one before I go to bed. Have I got it? Yeah, because I won't dovetail about everything. And anyone who bought it before it was withdrawn over outside the US still has it. Yeah, National Fish and Chip Day as well. By Kashmir Mainline E next. High ball. There you go. World's shortest 40 now. .7 miles to Kashmir Yard 1. Yeah, another super short one. Not looking at what I'm doing. Hey Ruben, I'll try, but the horn isn't very good for that. Up ahead, you'll be pulling into Kashmir Yard 1 siding for a little break while a few more boxcars are finalised for departure. Stop near the end by your friends. No, try that again. No, this horn is not very good for a show. Go. Kashmir Yard is up here. Sorry, I'm just testing the last 10 minutes of a scenario. Nope. Restricting as we go left. Why is it like I'm sporting amidst these headphones? These headphones are 100% consistently in. What isn't a real person? No, what isn't what? What I'm wondering, GWR, with the stuff you're trying to place, is if the assets that you're trying to place depend on something else. For example, Kuju Rail Simulator. Have a look at one of the other scenarios that you've got that does use those and see what they've got ticked. And see if there's anything that doesn't necessarily make sense, like having the Kuju Rail Simulator. Or if there is a core product provider. Because, for example, they might be using the couplings from Kuju Rail Simulator package, in which case that's you'll need to have that ticked first, otherwise when it tries to load the loco it won't find stuff that it needs. Cheers RHB60, we're just coming to the end now anyway. Railroad, yes, it's a completely automated robot program. You have code on almost every box ticked. Oh wow, that'd be using a lot of memory then. That's the only thing I can think of is it's missing something. Okay, leaving in Wenatchee Part 2, you'll grab some stock here and then head out. So we'll do that one another time. That's good. Yeah, there's 6 parts to this one, so I've got 5 more to do as we go. Right, well there you go then folks. That's the end of tonight's stream. Thank you very much for watching and have a great weekend. I will see you Monday at 8 PM. Alright, thanks very much everybody. I'll have a great weekend. Bye bye.